Hi, my name is Alice Zheng, and I'm a fourth-year student in the POE's program. My poster's title is How to Learn Beluga Whales Communication Without Talking to Them. I'd like to introduce you first to the Cook Inlet beluga whale, which is a genetically and geographically distinct subpopulation group that is critically endangered. There is not much information we know about these animals, but to this day, their population continues to decline. Scientists suggest that this decline could be due to anthropogenic reasons, but we're not really sure of what exactly it is. And therefore, my research is important because it paved the foundation into learning beluga vocalization. So why are we looking into their vocalization in the first place? Well, first of all, belugas have prolific vocals, meaning that they're very noisy. And that is great for us because then we can extract information from their vocalizations. Other cetacean vocalization research has been proved to be extremely informative on the whale's social structure and their geographic distribution. For example, scientists were actually able to differentiate different pods of killer whales based on their vocalization because they have different dialects. So it's very important for us to understand beluga vocalization because then it gives us information to help better conserve their species in the future. So for the time, I've been working with NOAA Fisheries, the Marine Mammals Lab, and we were trying to differentiate and figure out, do beluga individuals have unique signature calls to identify themselves in the group? And we're also trying different methods into helping us and analyze these beluga whale calls, basically. And we were trying to see whether using audio and spectrogram, which is a visual representation of the audio frequencies alone combined together, is enough for us to do the analysis. So for the method, as you can see in the middle, I use Raven Pro, which is the audio data analysis software. On the left is the interface, and on the right is the segments of the same calls that are grouped together. And we ended up analyzing 23 audio files, each more than an hour long, to figure out like these possible possible signature calls. So for my findings, as you can see on the middle part over here, that there are different components, and you can see the shapes, the structure, and the sounds are very different from each other. And if we can visually see the difference, then it tells us that this method of just looking into the spectrogram and hearing the differences is actually sufficient for us to differentiate different call types. And I was actually able to extract 9 different distinctive calls from these audios. And that tells us, as you can see on here, there are like lines that is actually the concentrated energy within the frequencies. And that tells us that these are very different calls. So that support the hypothesis of beluga whales each possess a unique signature call. So I think this is very important to note, is that this is basically the preliminary steps into beluga vocalization, and a lot more research is definitely needed. But this is also very encouraging results because it just tells us that, oh, maybe beluga whales do possess a unique signature call. And if future research also support this result, then we can go forth and like get more information, like, you know, do different groups share similarities maybe? Does mother and calf share similarities within them? And if we can gather information about that, then we can basically plant out a whole family tree of beluga whales, and that will help us gain so much more information about their social structure. And also this method of using audio and spectrogram has really built a vocalization database for future reference. So if we're positive that they all possess unique signature calls, then if we hear reoccurring vocalization over again in the future, then we can be sure to distinguish the individuals just through their vocalization, and not like we can do it without actually visually seeing them. And also, this is important because this provides another tool for beluga whale analysis in overall. Right now, as you can see on the bottom right picture over here, that most of the research that we've done is using aerial survey, which is a great tool, but sometimes can be limiting and expensive. But like on the other hand, me with my equipment on this audio analysis thing, all I need is my computer, maybe a pair of earphones, and something to write with, and that is basically it. So it can really reduce costs for field analysis. That is all for my poster. I would really like to thank my site supervisor, Dr. Manuel Castellote, for basically helping me along for everything, my faculty advisor, Dr. Christy Strauss, for supporting me with my thesis and my structure, and also many, many thanks to my friends and families for supporting me through like everything. And I would like to thank you for viewing my presentation. I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at zhengq3@uw.edu. Thank you.